But then, okay, let me tell you this. There was this man, a married man, in my inbox. He's like, no, I want you to be my girlfriend and stuff like that. I was like, but you, at first I didn't know he was married. I'm like, but you're married. He's like, yeah, but my wife is at home. She's supposed to be
she's what home?
She's pregnant and stuff like that. She's done that.
One for
and stuff like that.
Welcome to the Right Podcast. I'm your host, Mr. Right, and today we have a special guest in the studio, or in the room, I don't know where the studio room. The first lady of the podcast, the first lady of the show, Miss Lukonde.
Well, thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
Okay, so I'm Lukonde Mwamba. Not Lukonde.
Why not Lukonde? Lukonde is like a way better name.
No, but people tend to like mistake my name for Lukonde. I like to read out that like it's Lukonde.
Lukonde.
Yes.
Okay, like a banana.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe a plantain, but who knows?
Yeah, maybe it can be either or plantain, banana.
Banana.
Yeah.
It can be either.
Okay, so welcome to the podcast. So today you're going to be showing us a bit of your makeup, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So you'll be doing your makeup and also just explain to the viewers, the watchers, the subscribers what exactly you are doing and how long it can be done. And like obviously you can, her information is going to be put on the screen, like somewhere here, there, everywhere. So you can just follow her up and you see how it works. She's going to be doing it to herself, not to me, because I'm not gay. I don't want makeup to be done on me. So
But
yeah.
the contract said you were going to do
Why do
it.
you do it on me?
Yeah.
Why are you doing it on me? I don't want. Okay. So you can just show us what you're using. Like what do you use?
Oh, alright. So it's going to be very brief. So I've got some powder. I don't have any label so I can show it.
Okay.
Won't be sealed or anything. Some concealers, foundation, brushes.
But powder and concealer look the same. What's the difference?
This is cream.
And this is what's this?
This one's powder.
Okay, I can see the difference. This is actually cream, guys. Concealer is cream.
Concealer is cream. Powder is powder.
Powder is powder.
Powder is powder.
Wow. This is the flavors. What do you call the colors?
The colors, like the tones and
Oh, the tones. Okay. Yeah.
complexion.
They're actually Zambia. Okay.
The Zambian. It's a Zambian brand.
Okay. They're actually languages.
Yeah.
So since I'm Luvale, can you do something in the Luvale tone?
That's actually my tone.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
So you're Luvale also?
I'm Luvale. I thought I was Bemba, but then I'm like, oh, okay. Maybe I am Luvale. I'm a bit Bemba. I mix them.
You mix them?
I mix and match because I believe
We should mix like this also. We should mix, just you and me. We become Luvale and Bemba. Okay, yeah, so we're mixing those two.
Yeah. Then with some eyeshadow palettes. I don't know if they're not eyeshadow palettes. Yeah, so that's what we're going to be using.
Okay.
I'm going to make it like very simple, 30 minutes type of look before you go for work. Or if you're rushing somewhere, not too heavy.
Not too heavy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just something very simple.
Alright,
Yeah.
cool. Then you can get started, please. You can show us what you are made of.
Alright, thank you. I'm sorry.
Welcome back, guys. So right now Lukonde is going to do like a short makeup tutorial, which this is for the ladies, not for the guys. But unless you are an extra and you just want to do like makeup tutorials, then you can do it. But this is for the ladies.
Unless you're gay.
Unless
Yeah,
you're
but
gay.
makeup is inclusive.
Really?
One size, yes.
So it's what? Is it multisexual, bisexual?
No, it's not
Heterosexual.
inclusive. It doesn't have
The gender?
It's not gender specific.
Really?
That's
Yeah.
multisexual. How many sex are there except for you to say multisexual?
That's you can start by the way.
How many
You can
sexes
start.
are there?
Okay, fine.
You can start by the
There's
way.
only two sexes.
Yes.
No, there's not two sexes.
How many sexes are there?
There are more than two sexes. I think there are like maybe like 30, if I'm not mistaken. Male, female, binary, non-binary. Shine. I'm telling you.
That's what's trying to confuse us.
But these things they're being opposed on us. Imposed, sorry.
Me, I always feel like if the white man, say, if the white man wants to do something, say, you impose it on everyone. We don't want to be gay, say,
Is it our beef? Okay, but no, but I've like a serious question. Is like gender, is it like a fact or something which you can like argue?
You can argue nowadays.
No, it's a fact. We all came from our mother's wombs.
Exactly.
So if you're so if you're saying that it's like an opinion, that's disrespecting like what your mother went through to give you birth.
True, and the funny thing is, was it last year or the other year? Woman of the year was a man. So you're saying now men are better than women? We are better than you in your own gender.
In your own sport.
Even at the Olympics, man, some transgender woman won.
Yeah, but maybe.
That's the only way it's working.
But
Even in the UFC, bro.
When the UFC?
Yeah, there's this gozer in the UFC who used to be a dude. She actually used to be a marine, like a marine soldier. And then he changed his sex to female. He's weaving these gozers, man.
But is it fair that they participate?
That's the thing. That's the question. That's the
Instead
question.
of participating,
That's the
maybe they
question.
should have their own thing.
That's
Not like the transgenders, like if you want
The Transgender Olympics or something like that.
That's fair.
I'm telling you, because this is not. It's very biased. One day, I go as an own, like just me the way I am.
Yeah.
I go at weightlifting for women. They're saying that no, we lift weights of 80 kgs or 100 kgs.
It's disrespectful.
One time.
It's disrespectful to women.
I can finally bring gold medals home for them.
You know what I don't understand?
Uh.
Someone transitions from male to female, but they still want to date female. Wouldn't you expect them to want to date male if they want to be a woman?
Isn't it like a woman with a dick?
Yeah, but then like since they want
That's
to be a woman,
the
you
most
expect
confusing
them
thing you
to
can ever
write-
see. Like, you say it's nice gozer, and then she's got a penis. I'm like, what?
Exactly. I am, you guys are making me blow.
Yeah, that's what a transgender is, bro.
Yeah.
Just imagine, bro, the sexiest woman you can think of, titties, everything, and then she's got a penis. That's why a transgender is.
Imagine how risky dating in America is.
I know.
This wow. I was about to say the name of like a Zambian. I was like, maybe one of the sexiest women I know in Zambia. The penis is not mentioned. I'm not saying that name.
No, but
Do you know what he said?
No.
You know what's the name? What's the name? That would be for a special Zoom podcast. We have a Zoom podcast where we mention names and put them on blast. But anyway. But see, on a serious...
this is not the one.
No, but she was like a famous president. No, she is.
She's going to be president of Zambia one day.
And I have given it up.
That's what I can
You
say.
think so,
That's all I
right?
can
She
say.
stood.
Okay.
She's an on.
She's a hard dog.
Right. She's going to... Because like, dude, like, you know, like I always think about, you know, these sex tapes that come out.
Yeah.
And like looking at how the Zambian culture is and how it's such a shameful thing for a woman to be seen naked and being roasted by an on. Like you know, like in most sex tape videos, they barely mention the guy. They always say, oh, it's this girl or
But
this.
the only sex tape in Z where the guy got the most files, Bobby's.
Bobbies.
But still though, like that one, it still wasn't as bad as like it's not as bad as like if a girl is seen in a sex tape. Like like imagine like if you're a father and then your son is in a sex tape. You'd be like,
I think it's
but if it's your daughter, bro, like,
Amen.
it'd be wild, man. And I'm always happy, and I'm always like the one thing I'm grateful for is that these girls are actually like really strong because there are so many stories that I hear. Like whenever a sex tape comes out.
Yeah.
Most of the girls actually commit suicide because of that.
Damn.
Yeah,
But
bro.
yes, that's pretty
Yeah, bro.
true.
Like, cause you look at the culture in Z and like the way it is, especially like if you are the daughter to someone who's got a big name. Maybe your father is like the CEO of some company or some political something.
Yeah.
You know, and then you shame him or you know, in inverted commas, shame. and you don't commit suicide, and you just become strong and you push through, and then you even become like this.
That's literally the definition of being a hard on, man.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I admire about most of these girls,
Because imagine like how much shade has been thrown, like on the person who they know what I'm talking about now.
They know where. Miss President Erect. For president.
Directable.
No, but I'm not saying this. That was uncalled for. Future, but I believe she might have a chance to be president one day. I believe so.
Yeah, she just stands again.
Yeah.
Do you think some people are actually doing it to become famous nowadays?
No, I don't because
actually
it's more defaming than it is. Like for the
wait,
woman.
the Sextape was standing for elections.
Sextape, bro.
Erections or elections?
Election.
Wait, erections or elections? Elections.
Elections, yeah.
Well, so we're not talking about Sextape, we're talking about elections.
No.
Wait, no, we're talking about like sextape.
Okay,
Do you
Sextape.
think they're doing it deliberately? Not to say it's going to come out and people are going to talk about me, people are going to want to follow me, they're going to want to know
That's
who
how
I am.
Kim Kardashian even became famous.
Yeah, I feel like some people are doing it for that.
Mhm.
But that's the thing. Like it's,
No, but
it's
like
the wrong type of fame.
You need
Like think about it. It's not taking you anywhere. You can't get if you want to get sponsors, you can't get sponsors. MTN can sponsor you.
Yeah.
Whichever brands can sponsor you for being in a roast. Buy bundles so that you can download this and that. That can happen.
But that's not really true though. If you look at I can't really say she was in a sex tape, she was in Big Brother, but there were scenes of her being roasted. Cleo.
Oh.
You wait, don't mention names.
No, I'm bleeping that one. A certain Zambia who was on Big Brother, and now she's become very prominent. And I think we know the person.
But for her, isn't it her music that made her famous? Of course, her music does numbers, bro.
No, but it was Big Brother first.
Dude, when I went on YouTube, I was like,
no, but do you know what she did? When I think the time when she was being voted out, or she was about to be voted out, then she dropped a music video.
oh.
When everyone knew about her, then that's how she picked up.
Okay. But is she tough though?
Like,
Rapping, singing.
oh, music wise.
And I give
I
her
don't know.
on a scale of 1 to 10, I give her like a 2.5.
2.5?
Yeah, but I also don't think she's that good.
No, she's not.
But she does numbers. Me, I see the numbers and I'm like,
That's
Okay,
what
but
I
no,
wonder,
okay.
like, where are the
Okay.
fans?
That's the thing.
Who are the fans?
Are you rating based on Zambian standard or
Zambian, it will depend on Zambian
Or
standards, bro. It depends on Zambian standards. Which I think Zambian standards doesn't mean that it's a low standard because if you look at guys like Sheffy, the only thing that's not making him go very international is because he speaks a lot of local language.
Yeah.
Look at Sarkodie, man, he does the same.
Yeah.
Yes, and Sarkodie, that's the reason why Sarkodie isn't as big as he should be.
Dude, Sarkodie is big.
He's not as big as he should be.
Sarkodie
He's big, yes,
is
but he's not
big.
as big as he should be.
Like,
The only reason.
his videos
Where
are
is
like
it from?
40 million.
Where is it from?
Ghana.
Exactly. What's the population of the Ghana?
Guys are like what, second
In
to
Nigeria people, right?
Yeah.
If Zambia was like the way Congo is, and there was a lot of Bemba speaking people in Zambia, like Congo, where you have millions and 100 million people there, of course you would have numbers like Sarkodie.
Yeah, that's
And
how Fally Ipupa drew. Okay, but Fally Ipupa, the thing is, Congo has a lot of people, and these French-speaking people, like actually from West Africa, they listen to his music and they vibe with him. Even people from France, they listen to him.
Yeah, so it's French. French is a widely spoken language.
Now as we just have Bemba, spoken by
Bemba,
1
Nyanja.
million, 2 million people.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like Zambian standards doesn't mean that it's low. But anyway, going back to the sex tape thing. Yes, we digressed. But going back to the sex tape thing.
We've been digressed. We're not really supposed to talk about the sex.
No. What I'm saying, she asked the question like you say that no, it makes you bigger, but 9 times out of 10, the sex tape doesn't make you big. It just says, oh, this guy was in a roast.
And then when you're watching it, they say it makes you big.
It usually just ends there. It usually just ends there, and then people move on.
Yeah.
So it's
But now people will move on, but when they see you, they're always going to remember this guy from the sex tape. Because even Bobby East, man, I'm saying his name, man.
Bobby is tough, man. Bobby is tough.
Because his music is tough. I love his music. I'm a huge fan. No, I know that I can say no homo.
Oh, that's how can it?
We have some guests in the studio also.
Bobby is tough.
We have some guests with us in the studio, so you might hear some other voices, so don't be alarmed.
Yeah.
Yeah, so anyway, again, I have a serious question to ask
Sure.
about Bobby East. No, first of all, about you.
No. Please, let's not. I don't trust the process. The process is trusting me. You gotta trust the process.
You look like the you know the yin yang sign, like black and
Like
white.
black and white. No, we'll get someone. Don't worry.
So wait, what's that you put?
Oh, this is an eyeshadow base.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just a base for eyeshadow.
Okay.
It'll help it like stick better the colors.
So did you put another eye also? Is it eyelid or what's this thing?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's just to help the eyeshadow.
Very soon I'll
Let's
even.
stop focusing on me. Let's.
Okay.
Let's-
Stop. No, very soon I'll stop recognizing you guys. I'm like, who was this over here?
Okay, what did you want to ask about
Mm.
the base?
Bobby East. The other reason why he's famous, do you think is because he's light skinned?
Very much. Yes.
But it looks like
The
the color. Do you think the reason he's famous is because he's light skin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The color of your skin, like you could have. That's the thing. It's really weird. Like the color of your skin sometimes, it's like it can be really light skin,
Mhm.
but you've got like black features. Have you ever met such people?
What do you mean?
Like, I'll give an example of like Beyonce.
Yeah.
Beyonce is very light skinned,
Mhm.
but she's
But
black.
I don't even like Beyonce. I think she's overrated.
Ooh.
Yeah, I actually prefer her sister, Solange.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Her music, this is a
This
controversial
was said on the
opinion,
right podcast.
but
Someone's getting happy.
You want to say overrated?
Somebody there comes
her music is like the mumble rap of like R&B.
Not my words, but I would say that. I would say that also.
Would you say Lil Baby is a mumble rapper?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, then I
Fire.
love Beyonce. Then okay, I love Beyonce. But I've never really like followed Beyonce's career and whatnot. But like, I'm just saying, like, you could. You could. Yeah, you know, it's one of those songs that you hear, but like you never listen to.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, with.
No, but no, I'm not really talking about like the features of a person. Like let's say the nose is pronounced, the chin and whatnot.
You're talking about the skin color.
Yes, the skin color. Like let's
That's
say
why
for
Bobby
instance,
is famous.
yes, like just take. Okay, I was just using that as a
Yeah.
segue so that we can talk about this stuff.
Yeah.
No disrespect to Bobby Daywalker, love you. No homo.
What is that? But he's a tough one.
No, he is a tough
I like
rapper.
his music.
His rapper, his rapper is dope.
I like his music. He's got a like he might not have the best cadence or whatever, like the way the words come out,
Mhm.
but he's tough. Like he knows how he gets it done, man.
And it's consistent. At least in a year, you hear like 1 or 2 bangers from him.
Yeah, cause bro, that's all. The one with DJ H Mark. That was a hard track, man. Like you could use that in NBA 2K.
I'm telling you.
You could use that in NBA 2K, bro. Like, it's proper.
Which song is that? You can't tell me this one.
At Vanavanga.
Is it Wanamulenga?
Vanavanga Zakapusa.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a very tough job.
Okay, yeah. That is a tough song. But now, basically, what I'm saying.
We have haters in the room, guys.
I actually didn't grow up in Zambia, so I'm like not familiar with like Zambian music. in general.
For real? But you understand the
He's
language.
a foreigner, guy. Xenophobia.
No, in Zambia. I just didn't grow up in Zambia. I only came to Zambia for university. Like I spent my whole life in Botswana. Just
Oh,
been here
what's
for,
on?
Let's ban him, guys.
Bruh, like you know.
Nah, he's right.
So,
I'm just
light
asking
skin,
about that.
light skin,
Light skin people.
We'll get back to the xenophobic thing. Light skin.
No, but like, take for example, like, let's say if I was a light skinned person and let's say I was hosting the podcast, or if I was a light skinned person, I'll just go to you. Would you relate to me different to like if I was black skinned?
I think people relate differently to people who are light skinned.
Or like, let's say,
They're
even if I
more-
was white, even.
Yeah. You know, there's that thing like when a white person is like passing by you, you're just like,
Exactly.
like it feels so friendly and so welcoming, like, oh,
Start
so just say
smiling.
hi. So that they were
You see the
very
kids just be like, you seem like a black child. Would you?
Yeah, that's like, where's your mother?
Like,
Where is your mother? You approaching.
exactly. So that's what I think is happening a lot. Not only in the world at large and also in Zambia. Because if you look at, let's say, the girls And even some men right now, they are bleaching their skin.
A lot of men
Are bleaching their skin. Like you can even look at this guy. I love you so much, but I'm saying your name. But please don't come at me, Commander Ino.
Oh, no,
Commander Ino. Innocent Kalimanshi, whatever.
He'll come for you, say that.
No.
That you come for me. I don't want him to come for me. He shouldn't come for me.
But do you think if he backed as much as he did, would be that light? Because they said it's just bad. Like,
I bath like once or twice a day. I didn't expose me. No, but
No.
that's clearly bleaching.
Yeah, it
Because you
is.
see, like, part of his face is like orange, pink, what?
Yeah.
And his like knuckles. Like, I think maybe when he's putting on that cream, he forgets to do this. So, like, this part is not.
Yeah.
You're supposed to do that.
Kindly, look, even if you put Vaseline here.
Where is all this experience coming from?
No. I do not bleach. I do not bleach whatsoever. As in, I'm just saying, like, let's say you're applying lotion. If you do this and just apply, then later on you just do this, you see like white marks.
Yeah.
Now, as we see white marks, then they see like black marks, and that's what we see from them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that there's a new skin color that has come up
Which color is that?
from like bleaching? Like you look at a lady and like, you know she's black, but she shouldn't be that light, and you know she's not colored or mixed, and she's not tan. You know, like when a foreign person comes and they become tan, they have a new color. But you can tell it's not from the tanning, it's not from the mix, race, whatever. It's just the product that they're using.
The Zazu.
No, it's not.
Caroline.
And there's so many people who are doing that. But do you think there's pressure? Like nowadays, do you think there's pressure to be light skinned?
Actually, it is because like there's a meme which is going around like recently. Okay, not really recently. It's been going on for a while. Like when I make it, this is the type of girl who I'll be with. Like it's usually like this thick colored type babe.
Babe.
That's why now it's
Small waist, big hips.
the stomach tucked in, that type of thing.
Yeah.
So now, where are we getting that image from, and why do we want it that much?
Like, can I tell you guys like a story?
Sure.
Okay, not a story. Let me just say something. Like for me, I'm very dark skinned, yeah? And I only realized that when I went to college. Here's why. Here's the story. Here's the
You're
story.
not even that dark skin.
No. No, I probably used to be darker than this. Yeah. So when growing up, right, I grew up. Both my parents, dude. You know my dad.
Yeah.
My mom. Like for me, growing up, like I used to assume like every mother or every woman looks like my mother. And for me, that was like, oh, this is the standard of beauty and things like that.
Yeah.
Like I never grew up thinking like white people are better or like black colors are better and things like that. So like I grew up just like that, like believing like yo, dark skinned women are nice, dark skinned women. I grew up just like that. And even if you see like even there was a friend of mine who was like peeping through my Instagram, was like, say you, I've noticed the types of girls you like. You like girls with natural hair and they're very dark skinned and whatnot. And like, then I realized, I checked my Explorer page. I was like, oh, this nigga was actually telling the truth. And I did more research on that, and I realized like it's kind of like how everybody thinks. Like especially countries where people were colonized and countries where black people were taken over, ish. They always believe that the people that dominated them are better than them, and hence they should look like them or they should behave like them. And this is also another thing that Dave Chappelle said in his latest. If you guys listen to Dave Chappelle,
It's almost cancelled.
yeah,
But they failed to cancel
his recent special. He was like, he talked about it, a slave who was released by slave masters, and then the slave master gave him some land, and then what he did was he used that money to buy slaves.
But again, on that same point, was he wrong though?
Chill. Listen to the point. He used that money to buy more slaves, and he was actually like doing better than the white people. So much so that the white people were asking advice from him.
Like, how are you controlling your slaves?
Yes, and then the thing also was like he
A
was
black person.
yeah, and then the thing was like
And was worse than white people.
he wanted to be the moral of the story is that he wanted to be successful, and who was the person that was the peak of his success?
Yeah.
White people owning slaves. That was the only road to success. It's owning slaves.
Exactly.
And even us, like, if we are taught that, oh, your black people are lazy, or black people are always late, or black people are always this and that, and that thought is even perpetuated through media and things like that, you will grow up thinking like that. And you will grow up thinking like, no, being dark-skinned is not cute or not what. Which I was happy with, Black Panther, people were proud of their melanin and all that, and melanin popping went viral and whatnot.
That campaign is still there. Still there. Proud.
Yeah, I'm happy.
After the berry,
I'm happy.
the juice.
I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
There was actually, dude, here's another story. There was actually a colored girl who liked me, and she was like, she literally asked me,
I
like,
don't even think like colors and white people actually like dark skinned.
and she asked me like, what do you want me
Like
to do? She was like, what do you want me to do in order for us to be together? Do you want me to tint my skin? And I was like, I asked. That's the thing. Like, I asked
Like
myself.
blackface.
Dude, like, this was happening so much. This was happening so much that I had to ask myself, like, yo, what am I portraying to show people the type of women I'm going for? Like, why is it so loud that everybody is even like asking me all these questions, Then I realized, like, it's upbringing and programming of your mind, man. That's what I believe.
Yeah, that is actually true. Because even like right now, let's say the epitome of success, like if you're, let's say, an entrepreneur and what, first of all, obviously you have to start a business. And this business has to be online, this business has to be like a tech business in a way. Why are copying the white people who are doing that?
Yeah.
Instead of us like going back to like our roots of, let's say, just agricultural farming. People are making millions in farming also.
Even the agriculture industry, it's taken over by white ones.
That's it. Like most of the land, even in Z.
Wow!
We're not racist, by the way. We're not racist.
No, this is just like a conversation. Just because that's like my observation of the way, like how far I've lived in life, and
like also for me, like up to now, where I've reached as of today, I've just seen that we focus more on like white solutions than like actual, like, let's say, African solutions. And also, let's not even talk about color. Like, we focus on like European solutions to our problems instead of African solutions. Because even like things like banks, the village banking, we can actually be doing that, and we can actually be growing, like, let's say, venture capital from that. Maybe like a village bank in 4 months can make, if it was serious and people were like giving the money and using it well, they can make maybe 4 million. They see a business, invest that 4 million, that business grows. Now for us, I don't know why, we just like, no, just have to save a bit of money, put it in the bank, or have to ask a loan from a particular bank.
Yeah.
It's probably not even Zambian owned. It's only, which bank is Zambian owned?
There are a lot, but it's always mixed. It's like mixed with, because Zanaco is not owned by Zambia, no? It's not Zambian owned.
It's by, is it Rubo or Netherlands?
Yeah. So it's mixed, yeah.
The ones who have the majority share. They bought the bank when Zapit came. They're the one who brought that whole Zapit system.
Yeah.
Okay, it's just somewhat necessary to have Zambians there for it to be credible, as well as some foreign investment for it to be credible at some point.
Okay.
And it's also really the foreign investment not about credibility, just about like they're the ones coming with the capital.
Yeah, and like foreign investment attracts more foreign investment.
Oh yeah, true.
It's kind of a trend.
Yeah.
So seeing Zambians being invested will attract the interest of Zambians who will mostly participate as customers, and then seeing that will attract foreign investment, which will in turn attract more foreign investment.
Quite tough.
Which is something I'd say, for example, the mining industry is starting. But that's a topic for another day entirely, I guess.
I think today we can talk about it. We're now just to see how far you've gone.
No.
Or not yet? Not yet? Okay.
Yeah.
So just tell us a bit, what colors have you put on your eyebrows, eyelashes?
Eyelids.
Eyelids.
Yes. Or I'm trying to do something a bit nude, not too much.
Hey, the Why
No,
family
no,
show.
no, no,
Why family show.
No,
Let's
like
keep our clothes on.
Come on, guys, you're making it uncomfortable.
Okay.
some, let me say earth tones.
Yeah.
So we've got browns and
Mhm.
you know like these colors are
Yeah.
earth tones.
Okay.
Yeah, because these are like skin color shades sort of.
Are these colors able to be seen in the camera?
I think so. Like these ones.
The ones on top here.
Yeah, and the ones at the bottom, yeah.
So these are the nude colors,
These are the
guys.
nudes.
Yeah, these are the nudes. Can I say send me nudes?
I was thinking,
Send me nudes.
I
Okay,
will send
okay.
you these. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So what do you think about guys wearing makeup?
Guys wearing makeup.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bit. Okay, depends where they're going and what they're doing. Because I think like maybe for like a movie or something,
Yeah.
and if they're part, I guess a Lord of the Rings, like most of the guys they wear like extreme makeup there,
No, not makeup, like beauty makeup.
like beauty makeup.
Yeah, not like the whole lashes. Okay, let's just like start from somewhere small. Just a bit of foundation, a bit of lip gloss.
Like
Let's
going
say,
out
like
and
for
chill with
TV
guys.
type of thing.
For TV, maybe. For TV.
For TV, yeah, but like,
Yeah.
are we talking about like cosmetically putting on makeup? Like
Like-
saying, I'm going out with the guys or I'm going out with the girl, let me wear makeup.
I know.
That's
Even
extremely
being
gay.
gay,
It should
yeah,
never be done by any.
That's so.
It should never be done by any man, ever.
No.
Why? Why? Why would you?
Even doing the eyebrows and everything.
Imagine, because have you seen how long you've taken and you're not even done yet? Now imagine a guy is there.
No.
No, but like that's not even.
Going to see his boys.
That's not even like. That's not even like. I think okay. There's always a deeper situation. Like there's always a deeper explanation. Explanation to why. Because like women's beauty standards are unrealistic.
Yeah.
Sensational.
Yeah, they're very unrealistic. So much so that they have to like do things that are unnatural in order for them to achieve that.
Because like even like let's say those same standards for women.
Yeah.
Like let's say, do you prefer a woman who with makeup, without makeup?
For me, it's without.
Why?
Without.
So someone's
I don't
wasting
know.
their time. Oh,
I
do you
don't
know
know.
No, that's why I'm like, why?
Like for me, without because okay, I think also it's a mental thing.
Yeah.
It's a mental thing. So like for example, if I see a woman with makeup, for me I'll automatically think the superficial me will automatically think she's ugly and she's trying to hide her ugliness.
Yeah.
Sorry to use that term. It's a
No,
very
no.
strong word. It's a very strong word, I know. But like if
Okay, no, not ugliness, insecurity.
no, not about
Insecurity.
insecurity.
That's not insecurity.
I don't care about security, man. When I look at a woman, I'm looking like, okay, is this good that fits or is she not fit?
Mhm.
But if she's trying to hide that with makeup, I'm like, okay, this is a go, and she's trying to hide that.
Yeah.
That's like to me, that's what I even
No,
if
I
go.
agree.
Yeah, so like
I'm not saying a break or what. You're very nice.
No,
Very beautiful.
no,
The
like,
first lady of the podcast.
but also, yes, I know a lot of friends of mine, a lot of sisters of mine that participate in, and it's kind of like how guys, how can I say?
Masturbate.
No. It's kind of like how you like the men like the testosterone driven stuff. It's kind of like how you train like boxing or like you're not a real boxer but you go train boxing. You're not a real football player but you go to Foursquare. You're not a real basketball player.
Shots fired. Do everyone who trains at first way?
You know, but like you get what I'm saying, right? Like
Yeah.
you are a fan of Cristiano Ronaldo, LeBron James, or whatever, but you'll be there, you know, because you enjoy the sport and you enjoy the art. And women, it's the same thing, like, and it's kind of like natural for women to want to look beautiful and to want to look
Yeah, it's
presentable. And also, it's an art, man. Like makeup is an
true.
art, bro. Like
True.
It's like
Like what she's doing. Like, do you draw? Can you draw?
I used to draw dresses and stuff,
yeah, you see.
but then I stopped.
Wow.
These are nature, as they say. This is they want to make everything look more beautiful. You want to be active. You want to be, and that's why we do what we do. And
Exactly. We're always in the field hustling, getting our hands
Yeah.
dirty.
even like for men,
Someone showed the mango in the Garden of Eden.
you saw
An apple.
Have you seen that video of a mango that has appeared like a human face?
It's on my WhatsApp. I'll show you. I was blown. I was blown.
Yes, yes.
I was blown.
Yes.
Who posted? Who shared that? Who shared
I have it on my phone.
But I know what they did, so I'm not very freaked out.
Why? What did they do?
They make these like shapes, then they put it around.
Oh, the plastic
Yeah.
item.
Oh, so does it grow?
Does it
It
grow
like
like
molds to the shape
Goes
of
to
the.
the shape.
Oh.
That's what they're doing with
Yeah.
the square watermelons in door, eh?
Yeah, the square watermelons.
So I think the video will be showing like somewhere here.
Yeah.
We are walk like that.
Exactly.
Treat us like
I
that.
bet all
So
the
it's
people
like they put
here
like
saying
plastics
fish
around
crabs.
them.
Yeah, like they put
That's
some
what they're
sort of
saying.
mold before they
Yeah. Okay, that makes
So like
sense.
even like the mangoes which are there in the tree, the small, they can do that.
Yeah, you can do. You can do
Yeah.
like you can do that to every. So no, I thought as if it grew naturally.
Ah,
Yeah, I thought as if it grew like that naturally. It would have been a chapter story. Should have grown me that night.
I'm sorry.
I know. Well, we're breaking all the stereotypes. We are trying to be more scientific here, so but I think I'll do that. Whose face will I get? I'll put on a mango at the back.
They stun them to death.
Yeah, so I'm like, hey, crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, does bleaching does it have any health?
A lot.
So yeah, like it's
Linked to
cancerous.
some cancers, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But you know, you can actually like go back to like natural skin. Because I think people do it because they're insecure. And
But
that's
then-
at a younger age. That's from a younger age. The insecurities, they start bleaching. Because I know like 15-year-olds, 16-year-olds, 18-year-olds are bleaching. But by the time they are 30, most people have realized like these shows on Facebook and whatnot, most people have said to say, I used to feel insecure back then, but now that I've grown and you've grown into yourself and you know who you are,
Mhm.
and you've like come to appreciate who you are, you actually stop bleaching. And the skin comes back because like the skin is it's a living organism, so it like it heals.
Yeah,
It heals
true.
itself. Yeah. So I think it's just for now.
That's just for now. So it's like an age range from 15 to 30.
So your message is
That's the
very
target
clear.
market for bleaching, the bleaching industry.
Yeah. By 30 you should know who you are.
But then, guys,
Because
but
it's also
then,
mental.
as much as people criticize Michael Jackson for changing his skin color, do you think if people were given the resources and the money to do that, they would do the same?
Yes.
Oh, but he actually had the skin
Yeah,
disease.
you actually have a skin condition.
I don't know if it was vitiligo, vitiligo.
Say me,
something
if I
like
had
that.
the money, I would make my skin black actually. I would look like this girl, what's her name? This model.
I've forgotten her name, but I know her. But I know she's also like she's a melanin goddess.
Yeah, she's wild.
What?
Thick and nice.
She's nice.
And dark skin.
Like dude, her skin.
What's
like, if you turn up the light.
What's the Lupita Nyong'o?
No, not Lupita Nyong'o. Lupita Nyong'o she's darker than Lupita Nyong'o. She's black, bro.
She's darker than Lupita Nyong'o.
Dude, she's black. Like if you turn off the lights,
Lupita Nyong'o is light.
she's this, bro. Like legit.
Actually, is pointing at the color of the mic. This thing.
No, like
But like what she's wearing, like she's
dark.
black.
Oh,
Like
she's
that.
like really, really
And she has
dark.
like the most beautiful smile on eyes, bro. Like,
Are you serious?
I swear,
Wow.
man. Like,
Wow.
So no chops during load shedding.
eh.
No.
Ah, bro.
The darker the berry,
Bro, me, I would
You
like
know
to
the
have
vibes.
kids. Like, I wouldn't want to have kids, like, now. But if that woman came, I'm like, yeah, let's have kids, man.
Let's do it right now. Right here, right now.
on the table.
Bro, she's like a perfect, perfect, man.
But do you guys know of that thing where like people say girls want guys that are really dark,
Hmm?
but they want light skinned children?
Yeah, I've actually
true.
like encountered a number of
Is that
people
true?
like that.
Yeah.
You want light skin children?
Yeah, like
Why?
want like
Why?
a dark, tall, dark and handsome guy.
I was in.
But when you picture your children, you're looking at these pictures of
Of
children who
light
are
skin.
Or light
mixed,
in complexion
Yeah.
and cute.
Why?
with curly hair. I don't know.
Yeah, isn't that like because of media or not?
It is,
The
but then
media
it's just
influence.
that mental thing. Like when you get married to a white
It's
person.
what you were saying earlier on, bro. And how is it 78% of the children in this place are not actually theirs? They got
Bruh.
married, the tall, dark, and handsome, but
Bruh.
meanwhile they're going to.
Dude, like, I was so depressed when I saw that stat.
Mm.
Like, I was so depressed, dude. Like, 78% of Zimbabwean men who are married are raising children that are not theirs.
Like all of them, or like one or two.
Dude, imagine if you put 10 men,
Mhm.
7.8 of those men would be raising children that are not theirs, and then 2.3 of those men would be the ones who will be raising their own kids. Just think about that, man. How promiscuous, but that's the thing, man. Like, Not to
But is
bash-
Zimbabwe like a Christian nation also?
I don't know,
No.
but just
State
like
nation.
I think it's also the
Shout out to Mnangagwa.
I think it's also like the whole issue with the money thing. I think it's because of that, like because of a lot of very like
It was like, oh, they're too broke, that's it.
yeah, like broke countries. There's a lot of promiscuity. I don't know why.
Because even Zambia time was a broke country.
No, but Zambia asks, dude, if you go hungry in Zambia, it's your fault.
That is your fault. Okay,
Like if you sleep hungry in Zambia, it's your fault.
That's
Because
true,
there
that's
is
true.
no reason for you to do like you can literally start
No.
digging vegetables just there.
Mm-hmm.
There is no reason for you to go hungry in Zambia.
Can you even sell your kid?
No.
You are really bad. You even saw your kidney.
But kidneys are very expensive.
Yeah, they are. Because like people, like let's say, especially in the Western world, they want like transplants and whatnot. So they want to buy that stuff on the black
Dude, by
market.
expensive, I'm talking like maybe like the net worth of Drake, bro. Like $60-something million.
No, no,
Okay,
no, no,
maybe
no, no,
if
not
your
that.
blood type is O
especially O negative.
or yeah, especially O negative.
Or negative.
Yeah, but like typically your startup is
Negative.
$2,000
Oh.
on the Jamaican black market.
Oh,
You can work your way up from there. That's like the lowest you can get for a kidney.
$2,000.
Yes.
How do you know?
It's actually part of the reason why I like started doing medicine. Initially, the plan was to like be skilled enough to be a general surgeon and harvest kidneys. But that was like during like a much edgier part of like my teen years. It kind of mellowed out since then, but then like it kind of lingers at the back of my mind, I guess.
Yeah, and I
But
This is why people die in Zambia. They're harvesting our body.
think
By the way, these guys are they're medical students. So
I don't underestimate that, bro. Like people are capable of, like even here where we are, bro. Like we're capable of doing the most crazy stuff, bro.
dude,
Yeah.
my neighbor this side in 2013, there was like a case of ritual killing, people coming out of their tongues, eyes. My homeboy was arrested.
You're lying.
Allegedly, he was the one
He was
doing
the one
that.
doing that.
But he didn't allegedly go to jail. He went to jail. Yeah.
Because like when initially the business plan,
And the guy was like, he used to get high. That wasn't even on weed or what. That was something else. But like why he's strapping the road and just like this.
Bro.
Like, seeing stuff and
Bruh.
whatnot.
I don't think you can kill a human being and like be normal after that, man. Like
Not only
Yeah.
kill, but impale them.
that's the
Move
thing, man. I
tongue,
don't think
move
I don't
the
think
heart.
you can do like I don't think you can come back from that. And this is why like when people go for war and things like that. Because even like if a thief comes here and then you kill that person, yeah, I don't think there's like you can't go back, man. You can't be proud of it. Although people like cheat is a hard one, you can't be proud of it because you'll be like I took another man's life. Like
I think it differs from person to person, but
Ah, it does.
typically yes.
Yeah.
bruh.
It does. Because, like, take for example, there was this guy in the 80s. He was known as the Lusaka Strangler.
Oh.
He killed 29 women.
For real?
29 women.
Why women though? Why
That was
women?
his thing, really. Just so he was like a police officer, and he used to. In that time, there were like patrols. There was a curfew, so he was like part of the guy. He was a police officer, a soldier, one of the two. So he used to patrol. So I used to see like the people who are coming like by intercity, these people who are out, who are sorry.
They mesmerize. Women of class.
I'm sorry.
It was just short for a bit. Anyway, so I used to patrol at intercity and like pick the easy targets, people who are coming out of Lusaka, coming in to Lusaka, sorry.
Yeah.
Then he used to like say, no, you can come to my place, and he used to pick them up like late at night. No, you can come and crash at my place, but no, first let's go for a drink this side. After they drink, they do what they did, then he would strangle them.
Like roasting?
Some would be roasted.
Do what they do. What does that mean? Do what they do.
What do you mean by that?
Bruh. Because like, okay. I want to ask a question to a woman. Whenever a guy says like picks you up at night, and then says let's go to my place, and then you agree. Like what goes on in your mind? Like are you going to do the deed or you're just going to?
Do you know where you're going?
You have to know, because the thing is, nowadays is, I know someone with a friend who was invited by a guy, and What were they using? What were they using?
A roast.
The girl was
Chopped.
So you guys don't know that word? You don't know that word?
No, I'm not very good with.
Zambian slang.
Yeah, this
So
is
you
modern
use
slang, actual
coitus.
words.
So they had coitus.
Yes, the girl was roasted, but not with full like answers. So she took it as she was raped. But then the thing is, when you are invited to his place, you know exactly what's going to happen there. You're not going to charge and talk about school and stuff like that. You have to, let's be realistic. You have to be realistic enough to know what's going to happen. So, what was the question?
So like, I was asking like, okay, you basically answered my question.
This episode is
Yes,
rated 18.
So
like 25.
no, you've asked the question. I asked the question like, for example, if a guy invites you to his place after like a night of, or maybe like he said, like you're from intercity and things like that, and you go home, like do you expect just to sleep or you expect coitus?
You expect coitus, because I don't think you should be naive enough to think that someone is going to invite you to their place out of kindness.
Yeah.
Like,
I
that's not
actually have
good.
something to say on the same thing because like a lot of like psychopaths, male ones, are actually pretty decent looking guys, especially if you look at the likes of like Ted Bundy. He has like a considerable amount of following online just because he's attractive and are willing to like excuse the horrible things that he did. And that's the case for like most psychopaths. And most people think of like psychopaths that kill people. We'd like to think of like some fat birdie dude with a huge mustache.
Yeah.
That's very
But
rarely the
that's
case.
very rarely the case. It's decent looking people who like seem quite approachable. Like even that one movie, I think it's called like American Psychopath, the one starring like Christian Bale.
Even the series, you.
Yeah, in general, like
I was
it's
telling you
not
about you.
guys.
Mindhunters.
No, you.
The series.
Oh, you, the series.
Have you watched it before?
No.
That's what we're talking about. Other things,
I've written the book.
No, like about you. We're talking
You're
about
reading a book for
other.
you.
Yeah.
It's based on a book.
Yeah.
There's a
I'm
book.
serious.
I
Yeah.
didn't know.
You see, we have readers in the house. We have readers in the house.
I'm reading the book. I prefer to read.
Oh,
That's why,
wow.
like, if I know something is based off a book,
Mhm.
I'd rather look for the book. Because it's not card, by the director's view, it's not,
Yeah.
it's just,
Yeah,
no,
it's like at the end of
bro.
the day,
Like I always admire that. Like,
same.
I always admire that. Like I admire.
I wish I could do the same thing for
I
like
remember
Game of
people
Thrones
doing
also. Have you seen the books for Game of Thrones? They're like this.
But you can't. They can't beat Harry Potter or Chronicles of Narnia, bro. Have you seen Chronicles of Narnia? The books. They haven't even finished making. They haven't even gone halfway making the movies.
Same for Game of Thrones. They had to cut a lot of scenes. That's
Yeah,
why
no,
like,
but for Game of Thrones, it's
season
not yet done right in the books.
eight.
It's not yet done right in the books.
And still, they cut a lot of scenes from there.
Yeah.
And have you seen? There's a new one supposed to come out like you know it's next year
Oh.
at House of Dragon.
oh yeah, I saw that one.
Dun, dun, dun.
Like the new book or the new.
New show. New show.
Me, I want the books to finish. I wish the books finished and then the show finished together with the books. But that show was just actually dope. But anyway, going back to the Strangler thing.
Yeah.
So he killed 29 women. Why?
That's the thing. He's a psychopath. And the thing is also, he did it over a period of 9 months, and that was like the highest. He was like leading the whole world. Like there was no one in 9 months who killed 29 people. Like suicide bombers weren't even about at that time. So like the FBI, Scotland Yard, the CIA were even calling Kaunda, big man, let's help, let's find this guy. And he was like, sad Buddha.
Sad Buddha.
I'll find him on. I will find him on my own. City jokes. Stupid jokes.
So again, the issues around that, they're like, maybe Kaunda was sponsoring him to do that, or maybe Kaunda, I love him so much. Please don't attack me.
Let him rest, bro.
Like maybe someone in the government was sponsoring him to do that just to scare the people, to keep them in check. You check up.
Oh yeah.
Because like in the midst of chaos, there's always someone who's like controlling it.
Yeah.
someone to bring order as well.
Exactly. Now he was also part of the police, so he knew the investigations. And he was leaving the body in open places, like taunting the police, like, find me. I've left the body at Freedom Statue. Nigga, what? Freedom Statue, he left the body and left like things around it. And he was doing that like every weekend. Boom, boom, boom. January, I think it was like December 19 something. You need to check the dates. I'll probably put the dates there. Till like September. Then he was captured, and the day he was captured, he escaped, climbed on top of Central Police. How he did that, no one knows. Because Central Police is a very secure place. Once you're...
Which one? This one here?
Yeah.
By Levy?
By Levy. He was captured and jumped. And that's how he ended his life. Corporal Milton Thomas Ibalo. The Lusaka Strangler.
You even left children.
That guy, yeah. Those are the ones that even changed the last name.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Like, is there the children who Captain Solo? You even hear that name with Solo?
Solomon.
No, that was short.
Did you just ask who's Captain Solo?
Yes.
Okay.
Do this, can you do this?
No, it's Captain Solo. I'm sorry. I apologize.
That was the hardest call in Zambia.
Okay, no.
Huh?
Don't tell her.
No, please don't.
No.
I'm just Captain Solo.
I don't know what it is.
Imagine.
No, you know I'm laughing.
Why?
Like I'm happy that she doesn't know Captain Solo.
Thank you.
You know? Like we shouldn't expect everyone to know everything.
No, that's true. True, like what's on me?
And just kind of unreasonable.
And you know what's
considering
funny
it
is in the previous government, I only knew the name of the first lady in like 2018 or 2019, somewhere there. Like people used to ask me like, what's the name of the first lady? Like, I'll just be like, ah. And then I just knew like in 2018 because I was in a situation.
Mrs. Lungu.
Yeah, Mrs. Lungu. Like I just knew her then.
Until this day, she's just Mrs. Lungu in my books. I'm not even gonna lie.
You don't know.
I don't know.
It's Esther Lungu,
You
guys.
guys like
It's
it?
Esther Lungu.
Oh, I
Actually, I
I've
didn't know,
heard
I
it
didn't know.
before, but I just didn't click.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know her name.
Those were not knowing.
Oh wow. Wow, we don't know a lot about our history then.
Exactly.
So who's Captain Solo?
Captain Solo is a guy who did like a coup d'etat in what 1997. Failed attempt.
Oh, that guy. I know that guy.
Didn't you actually manage for a few minutes? Didn't you actually manage for a few minutes?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I was whipped.
I was with
That was mob justice right there.
from commandos, big deck by them.
And that's what I like about the Zambian military.
Mhm.
Like people always say, no, the president will take over the country using the soldiers. My friend, the Zambian soldiers
are for the people.
are for the constitution.
Mhm.
They are loyal to the constitution, not loyal to any one human being.
Mhm.
That's one thing that I like.
Yeah.
So let's not talk about the military. Say they will come for us.
And police.
When you said they'll come for us, but
Yeah, that reminded me of this wild video I saw of like the North Korean military.
I saw that one, the video which they dropped this week.
Wild.
Yeah.
They dropped what?
The commandos
And then the president was just like, yeah, I've seen this before.
Yeah,
Once.
and like,
They
I
were-
was
you know,
barely impressed.
They were cutting bricks with a knife or something on his stomach. I'm like, how? With a panga.
People
People say that you have abs, but do you have abs for a panga to cut?
But actually, like that's also like the human body. You can train your skin to be tougher than steel.
and
That's
those
what
guys
the
were
Indians
doing
used to
that.
do, Kylie.
Those guys were doing that while lying on glass.
Yes.
They were lying on glass,
Yes.
lying on beds of nails, being
Mhm.
smacked with literal huge bricks, like
Mhm.
talking a slab.
Like a
Slab
huge
of
slab.
like, being broken like on your
Yeah.
abs while you're lying on a bed of nails.
And then those guys are actually like, bruh, like the story of Korea. It's crazy because you are taken as a kid
Mhm.
to be in the army. Like if you are a guy and they say, okay, this is a guy, is he healthy? Okay, good. If he's not healthy, what they do is you like collect stuff, you collect garbage and things like that. Dude, Korea is bookie.
Because even like the South Korea, there's mandatory service. You have to do like a year. Is it, I don't know, it's a year or 6 months or something like that.
South
Bro.
Korea as well. Like, a lot of countries have mandatory service. Well, actually, it reminds me of a video I saw before that. Like the North Korean soldier defecting to the South Korea. He literally fled for his life
Oh, he's
because
scared.
it's just wild in North Korea.
Bro.
But let's stop talking about North
Yeah,
Korea.
let's go.
Guys, like,
Patson Daka, guys! Scored 4 goals! In the match.
Drops on this house.
Hey, they can track us, guys.
some
No. We love you, North Korea. We love you so much. Whatever you're doing the most, you're doing the best.
Yeah,
But
Kim Jong-un looks great nowadays.
There's no point. His suits are lovely. His wife is beautiful.
Yeah.
The guy is off a boozy face.
They're coming for you alone. I'm not saying anything against North Korea.
My face, your face is
No. My team right now, they're 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's record it. Okay, we have distanced ourselves.
I've distanced myself.
Not North Korea. Zimbabwe, Malawi, yes. We can talk about them. North Korea, no. But now we're going to take a short commercial break and we'll have a word from our sponsors. Square One is a company offering creative business solutions to help your company or brand grow. Our services include website design. A website is a very vital tool to have as it automates a lot of your tasks in the long run. Brand design. Jeff Bezos once said, "A brand is what people say about you when you're not in the room." Physical branding, social media management, and much more. If you're a startup or an already established brand looking to increase your market share, whether it's online or on the ground, you have to start from square one. Connect with us on the pages listed on the screen and let's grow together. Welcome back to The Right Podcast. I'm your host, Mr. Right, and today we have the beautiful...
Lukonde.
Yeah, she's looking so lovely, so like she was looking like this before, but no, she's not looking like this before. But there's a compliment I'm trying to get to, guys. It's not reaching. It's not reaching. By the way, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, like I was saying before. Before we got interrupted.
Yeah.
You as men, we're always like in this dilemma of whether to compliment our women. Like if she does makeup, like, oh, you look beautiful, and then you should be like, oh, so I didn't look beautiful before. Like, no, you're beautiful before, but you know, even with when she does her hair or something like that, you know, like it's always like weird. Like you can't do anything right. You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't.
Exactly.
More damned if you don't.
Maybe that's why, what's his name? This guy, Patson Daka, dumped his girlfriend like earlier this week.
For real?
Maybe he didn't like say that she's beautiful or not. He dumped the goozer this week. He dumped the goozer this week.
Patson Daka dumped his goozer.
Patson Daka dumped his goozer. Then afterwards, it goes to
why?
she was stripping, obviously. Why did you dump?
No, is she with him right now? Like
They're no longer together.
Like in terms of the location.
Okay, I'm not sure about location-wise, but maybe they're together.
No,
Isn't it that like picture where they were like, women, be patient with your men, what?
That was another one she was saying that let her go and you'll get your goals. I'm sure you wanted a girl that slams his name.
I saw the status. It was like, maybe Patson Daka needs to break up with more girls.
Maybe. After 4 goals. Because imagine he broke up with this girl like the beginning of the week, and yesterday he scores 4 goals. Not a hat trick, but a hat trick plus 1.
That's a focused man, bro. Like, bruh.
Dude,
Me, I feel like for you to get a goozer, this is what I tell people. Me, I'm going to get married when I'm 60 pounds. Because in order for you to
the
get...
guy in a very serious relationship. Very serious relationship.
Bro, because women are like alcohol, man. They are not that okay, you guys who drink, you know, like even people who drink know that, okay guys, even if I'm drinking, okay, this is actually like in a way drawing me back, whether emotionally, productively wise, and things like that. Even with women, sometimes you're with a girl, like she's fit, you're enjoying yourself and all that, but like you're like, okay, you know what, I should be working on that proposal, or I should be working on that assignment, or I should be
But we can still take that example. You can like take like for example like a babe. Compared to alcohol, like let's say one would be okay, like let's say a babe would be like boys. That would be like strippers. That would be Hensy. But now,
Wait. You found someone else?
Who?
Patson.
Yeah.
Have you seen the comments first? The babes who are commenting right now.
I think it is okay. So there's
Foreign.
Zambian thing.
But
that
you know,
always
when
making jokes about everything. But then I don't think it's because she wasn't holding him back. obviously, because he has managed to stay from the bottom where he was, Zambian team, whatever, to where he is now. So I don't think she was holding him back. I think they just fell out. And sometimes it's not really about how much money a guy has. Sometimes it's also
It's about this. I'm joking.
Maybe she was
Yeah. Sometimes it's just emotions. Like sometimes money is not enough.
You know, when you guys are saying girls compared to alcohol, like girls being like alcohol, I got it in a different sense. I was thinking like they're nice in the moment, quite alright, right? But then the hangover comes to fuck you up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like after some time, like it just goes down.
Yeah, like it's the same thing.
you start regretting. it.
Yes, because like you've never been in a situation where like you spend some money on a girl and like you had your whole good time, you went out, blah blah blah, and then you'll be like, oh damn, now I can't buy bundles or I can't pay my electricity bill. You know, you've never had such situations.
And then there's
Not really.
Anyway, everybody has different struggles. Everybody has different.
Thank you for sharing that.
Now we know.
So you want you see? But okay, it may not be money. It may not be money. It may be just time.
Yeah.
Also, like, it may just be time also. Like you spend a lot of time with this person, and then maybe, especially like for people like me who are entrepreneurs, like I depend on how hard I work. Like I don't expect a salary at the end of the month.
Yeah.
If I don't work hard this month, I'm not getting paid.
Yeah, true.
I'm not going to pay my rent. I'm not going to pay my electricity. I won't do anything. So you find that you spend time over the weekend with this girl, and then you haven't like capitalized on certain opportunities,
okay.
and then you regret that in the long run.
Yeah, plus there's also the fact that like when you're in a relationship, you divert so much from like what you expect the relationship to be, what the media tells you your relationship should be, what church tells you relationships should be like, and just everything in between. Yeah, that makes relationships not feel like partnership.
I'm also Muslim.
Yeah, because in general you expect a relationship to feel like a partnership. Yeah, but then look at us comparing relationships to alcohol.
Dude, like, I can tell you this.
It's wordplay.
Like, I can tell you this. Like for me, I've always dated girls who are not demanding, not demanding, like
they know what they want.
The only thing they need from me is just my time and like.
Some consistency.
Yeah, like they need me time, and then I've never dated a girl who's actually asked me for money. I'll always like be like, okay, I've been given this.
Bet we girl say.
I've always been like, you know, like all the time I give someone money. It's always like out of like, oh, I haven't given this girl some money, or she needs this, or she needs transport, or she needs this and that. That's when I'll send something. But I've never ever dated a girl who's ever told me like, yo, I need to go drink, or I need to go drink.
Or I need hair. Go drink. I need hair. Those are valid reasons.
Yeah.
Send me some money. I want to place a bet. That's what I've been through, man.
My guy, what you've been through, your children never like to do.
But bro, if she wins 1 million, you already know who's gonna.
That's why she's my ex. She lost.
But if she wins, she might pull like a Patson Daka on you, man.
I already did the text. Yeah, but thank you.
But Lukonde said something about asking if Patson Daka found somebody else. I don't think that's the case.
No, because I think like right now he's focused on his work.
Yeah.
He's like very focused on
like
training.
at the level he's at now, like he needs extreme focus.
No, I personally think Patson Daka is mature enough to realize that what he's doing right now needs his full focus, as you said, right?
Yeah.
But then he knows that girls need attention.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, right? And due to his focus and the goals he wants to achieve, he knows he won't be able to fulfill the attention his girl wants.
Yeah.
So the best thing to do is like just cut the ties, then focus on himself. You know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
I wonder if they're still friends though.
They are.
Yeah, they just have to talk it out, and she's supposed to understand. Like, and if that girl really wants what's best for him, she will actually understand and say, yo, you know what? I want what's best for you, do you. But once you're done, come back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'll be waiting for you.
And make me
You see what I mean, right?
But okay, just take this into consideration. This guy is getting, let's say, is it net or gross? 30,000 euros every week. Then, like a Zambian girl ditches you, and you are in England, and you score 4 goals. You see some man coming with your jersey and painting. You think he's going to go back?
No, but
Do you think he's going to go back?
No, yeah, he would, bro. Like he would, like
If
you know, like I think, like the media has painted such a bad picture to like a lot of men who think like men just think with their penis and their eyes. I don't, dude, like,
with our wallets,
dude, like, remember when I told you when I was talking about that event? Like, remember when I told you like when I went for that event where there were like so many girls who were like,
we didn't talk about your superpower.
so you were like, it wasn't like. Bruh, like I could do anything, and dude, girls there were like.
But can you mention the name of the event?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, like girls there were drunk, they were loose. Like there was a surplus of girls. Dude, I could see girls literally waiting for an Ulendo, like 6 girls, and we had a car, we could go with them. You see?
These are the guys I respect.
And and people
stranded.
And people do and people will always be like, why don't you love these girls? What? But like, you know, at the end of the day, bro, you went there for one job and you did your job and you got the tip.
And you're
Yeah,
done.
true.
Yeah, like,
true.
you know, these nowadays, bro, like we live in scary times, and like say a woman can destroy your life
True, very true.
just like that.
That's right, bro.
Yeah,
Just
but
like
I think
that.
also this
Johnny
goes
Depp
back
as an
to
example.
What we're talking
This
about.
nigga's fan.
Thinking about when a guy has money. Like I might be your type now. Because they're like struggling, like trying to make your money. But when you make your money, your type changes.
I think
And
that has
that's
to do with
very
time perception.
beautiful. And then if that happens, trust me, Zambians are going to come for him.
Yeah.
As much as they are making fun of
Yeah,
the
we can-
situation,
yeah.
like they're making fun of the situation.
But you need to
say,
elevate
"Oh,
yourself
he
also.
dumped her and stuff like that. So, but when he gets another girl, a British girl, let's say, they're going to go for his third. Because they're going to say, are you saying she's not good enough?
As guys and as watchers of this podcast, if he gets a British girl, we're supporting him.
No, that's the thing. That's the
We are
thing.
going to
Even
support.
with like people who have a girlfriend and a side chick. Because the side chick looks some type of way. She has the Brazilian hair, she has the lashes, the makeup, the heels, the what. Why can't you provide those things for your girl?
But then,
Why not elevate? Why don't guys elevate their girls to be their type?
First of all, I think the term side chick is very demeaning. I think she should just be called like an assistant.
No,
or like,
it's
anytime
side
you say
chick.
love,
She's a side chick.
bruh, so it's side chick.
She's a side chick.
listens to
Look, like me, I believe like a man's heart is very big. And a man's like you guys, what you guys?
He said that, British.
Yes.
It's very big. And look, I've seen situations where like when a girl cheats, she disrespects her guy. And when a guy cheats, actually loves the girl even more. Like whenever you go to your side chicks and whenever you go to other girls and experience them, when you go back to your girl, you actually appreciate what you have and everything. Same thing when you go to your other girl, you actually appreciate your other girl even more. Like
So who would you say loves more, the side chick or the main chick?
I think it's it
depends.
It's like who's more of a human being, bro? Like who's more of a human being, you or me?
Me,
No, but like,
I feel like life is a film, I just feel like guys are trying
think
to
about
really
it, bro. Like,
exist.
objectively speaking, bro. Objectively speaking, look, I'm taller than you. You are bigger than me and things like that. I'm slimmer.
Yeah.
You have a beard. I have more hair. You know, but like we have the same. We have.
send the ambulance.
All those shots, guys. So like,
I am born here.
my point is, just because you have different features,
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't mean that you are less of a value. It's the same thing. Just because you have a girl who you love doesn't mean you love your side chick less.
But you know, you guys haven't answered my question.
What is it?
She's talking about elevating.
Yeah, I was talking
Elevating.
about someone being a type.
Let me. The question about elevating is, I can say insecurities to some extent. You know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
Because you feel like if you elevate your girl to being there, right? She'll actually attract more people who are better looking than you, maybe have more game than you, or will treat her better than you. You see what I mean, right?
Yeah.
That means if she attracts those, what will stop her from leaving you for that guys? You know what I mean? At the end of it all, you end up finding yourself actually spending more on a girl that actually leaves you for a guy who didn't spend anything.
So, but yes, no. Her question is, you are spending a lot on a side chick.
No, like her question is, why don't you
Why
elevate
don't
your
you
girl?
elevate to become your type?
Yeah, to become your type.
Okay, so there's this thing that women. Okay, I'll answer it in two ways.
Yeah.
So there is that saying, of which I think is not the right way to think. Like you're not in a. I always like tell this, like, you're not in a relationship with someone.
Yeah, I'm bleeping every time you say my name because like.
Yeah. So Mr. Right. Okay.
Please.
I always tell Mr. Right this, like, when you're in a relationship with someone, it's not a prison.
Yeah.
And it's not a competition.
Cool.
You know, if she's doing better than you, if she makes more money than you, you're not even good. Like, you know,
Yeah.
if she's looking fresh every day and owns are complimenting her and things like that, that's okay. And on the other side, like, you know, elevating someone again, with girl especially. Like, imagine if you are a natural girl,
Yeah.
and then I tell you, babe, at least much I got to make up. You know, how would you take that?
This my girl for a week.
Yeah, how would you take that? How would you take that?
It's supposed to come with the wig itself.
No, like, how would you? Okay, even if I
No,
bought the
like-
wigs for you, how would you take it? Like,
Okay, that would
Like, how would you
that's
take it?
weird.
You see?
I think you're also supposed to know your person.
but that's the thing, though. Like,
But then again,
it causes unnecessary.
Like, okay, like for me personally, like, I wouldn't want you to buy me wigs. Like, if you want to elevate me, don't buy me wigs. I'm okay with.
with the whole.
Yeah,
So
but
here
then
and
there are things that, like, for me, I like shoes. Like, buy me the nice shoes. Okay.
That's your love language.
I like perfumes and Victoria's Secret and stuff. But then, okay, let me tell you this. There was this man, a married man, in my inbox. He's like, no, I want you to be my girlfriend and stuff like that. I was like, but you. At first, I didn't know he was married. I'm like, but you're married. He's like, yeah, but my wife is at home. She's supposed to be
She's what home?
She's pregnant and stuff like that. She's not that
One
supposed to give home and
for
stuff like that. And
Chill,
it's like we can go out and
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. So I'm like, but what's wrong with you? Because initially, because you know what happens when you're dating a married man, they start buying you all these things, the phones, the clothes, the what. I'm like, instead of you bothering yourself with me, get your wife nice clothes, get your wife some nice shoes, get your wife some nice hair or whatever, and take her out and show her off. There's nothing wrong
Well,
with
you actually said that.
Yes, I told him. Like,
No,
you're
like-
very long text.
You were. Keep quiet. Don't laugh for her. Don't laugh for her.
We need more of these girls in the world, bro.
Shots fired. Who's that girl was at the Divorce Club? Shots fired to her.
No.
She's coming on the podcast.
No,
She's going to be on the podcast.
like you said, he was like, no, but then she's my wife, I've already wifed her. She's supposed to be on take care of the home, and then other men will be admiring her. I was like, what's wrong with other men admiring her? Don't you think you'd feel much better if other men looked at her and said, damn, if that was my woman? And you know you're responsible for her living like that, for her feeling like that. Because when you look good, you're confident.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just the fact.
Yeah.
True,
Instead
true,
of
true,
you,
true.
when they see a woman and they say, right,
You not see that,
she
eh?
could have done better. Is this what marriage is? And that's what most men are doing in marriages.
They're finishing their
They
wife.
are finishing. So all this makeup. They'll be like, no, I don't like lashes.
Wow.
Stuff like that.
But who wouldn't want this? Like,
A lot of people like, because I don't know.
why? It's like a serious question, though.
Anyway, like, okay, for me, like the whole having an assistant lover. Yeah, like for me, that comes in terms of, like, as a man, you need novelty in your life in order for you to keep you on the straight and narrow.
Yeah.
So, like you said, remember, like, when we were having a conversation off camera, you were talking about how the Muslim creed tells you if
You
you
can see the
have
behind the scenes on my Instagram.
Like,
By the way.
you-
I'm on Twitter.
you can have like multiple women,
Yeah.
but so like what he's doing is wrong. What he is doing is wrong, and this is what I tell people: it's not cheating if you take out your girl. Listen.
Sorry.
If you take out your girl, and the kids at home are fed, and the wife is taken care of, and everything is set at home, and everybody's happy, than if your wife is looking like a mbaola and things like that. That's what's wrong, is where like he neglects his wife, but if he's taking care of both you and his wife, I'm all for that.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
again, if you look at that goes back to like where we come from, just as Africans, even as Zambians per se.
Members.
Even members, Amluvali, my grandfather.
Polygamous?
My grandfather literally had 7 wives, and he took care of the children, took care of the wives.
Yeah.
No beef. I have no beef with that. Every year, I literally meet new relatives.
Which
It's a
is
true
right.
story.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
actually-
It's actually good.
Actually,
As long as you can take care of them.
Yeah.
I don't
But
see
then
like a
the
problem.
problem
Like
is
if the wife doesn't finish, if she wants like Brazilian, you give her Brazilian. She wants makeup, you give her makeup. But if you can't do that once, you can't do
You
that.
can't do that, then you're sinning, bro. It's a big sin.
Exactly.
Yeah.
As a guy, and this is why like people always complain, men have value and don't have value if they don't have money. I'm like, yes, we don't have value because we need to provide, we need to protect.
Mhm.
Like if you can't do that, if you're not strong enough to protect, then what's your value on earth?
Yeah, bro.
Like legit, man. Like legit, you have to protect all the women and the children.
Yeah.
You have to
Because-
provide for all the women and all the children.
Pride drowns, except the moment a woman actually provides and protects, you know.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah, and on the other side of the spectrum, we have like husbands who cheat with like maids. Yeah.
No, man.
They'll have
Those standards are-
No, exactly. It's actually pretty common.
No, it is.
pretty cool.
No, it's like common.
I
Not
thought you
cool.
said cool. Like,
No, it's
No,
not.
no.
He said common.
Common. Not cool. That's not cool.
It is
That's
not cool at
very
all.
much not cool.
No,
Yeah,
as a
they
right
think
podcast, we
that's
do not condone cheating.
We're not promoting that.
Or don't. Okay, I was about to say we don't condone homosexuals. No. But we do not hate on homosexuals, LGBTQ. We love everyone as a person here. So feel free when you're here. We are just here for a discussion and conversation. So for more conversations like that, or like this, which we've had today, please feel free to contact us. Not really contact us. Go in. This thing is now hitting. Now the juice is hitting me. What did you put in the juice, guys?
You guys are common Nikolai.
In the juice,
That's juice. That's juice.
Yeah, but anyway, so for us to continue this conversation, guys, let's do it on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. You'll find the links in the description below. And please follow Lukonde on Instagram. You can book her. She is very affordable. And yeah, thank you for tuning in.
Bye.
Bye.